Layla, welcome to raidlore Stories. Today's lore story is going for Slixus Stripehide. Slixus is an epic in the, I think it's the Incarnate fusion that we have going on in the game right now. And he happens to be a void epic. He's an attack lizard. So let's check out his lore story. At its height of power, countless polities fell under the imperial domination of the Dragonkin. The vast majority of Dragonkins saw themselves as paternalistically superior to those they ruled over. But a few, such as Slixus Stripehide, saw the Dragonkin's self-proclaimed mission of civilization as hegemonic exploitation. Slixus traveled to distant Dawnlands, wanting no part in the ambitions of his kind. There he encountered the Jiang Sum, adherents of a new spiritual movement. They taught temperance and reverence for all innocent life, abstaining from eating meat and causing unnecessary harm to living things. Conversely, they trained in martial arts to battle impure forces of disharmony and fear, to better preserve life overall. Slixus saw their selflessness and compassion as standing in stark contrast to the Dragonkin's callous and domineering ways, and requested apprenticeship among them. The Jiang, who renounced the concept of pride in one's identity, accepted him as a brother. For years, Slixus trained with the Jiang Sum in remote monasteries and villages in the hinterlands of northwest Yakai, avoiding the temptations and distractions of civilization. Through this isolation, Slixus was spared any cognizance of the horrors of the sins of the dragon and the fall of the empire. When his training was complete, he began his journey home, hoping to spread Jiang techniques among the Dragonkin. He was horrified by what he found. Veliazar and Ereth were overrun with refugees, and watchtowers of the border marches were crumbling and overrun by nomads. Survivors told of the horrors that had befallen Torslin and Strive, and after he requisitioned a boat to travel there and see for himself, he was grieved to see burned out ruins and the blackened bones of the dead. Certain warlords among the survivors saw themselves as heirs of the empire and longed to restore it, but most remaining Dragonkin followed the teachings of Ramantu Drakesblood. He urged his people to reject their status as kin of dragons and refer to themselves as lizard men, to consider themselves more akin to the reptiles that creep in the dirt. But from Slixus's perspective, Ramantu's ways were misguided. The demeaning name of lizard men and the wallowing in self-abnegation were not true repentance, Slixus thought, but an attempt to patch over and forget the evils of the past and assuage a generational guilt. He firmly believed that the lizard men had to embrace the tenets of the Jiang Sum, with its strict conditions on acceptable violence and its emphasis on constant spiritual awareness. Otherwise, no matter how much Ramantu admonished them, the lizardmen would eventually forget their humiliation and return to warlike ambition. Slixus saw himself as neither lizardman nor dragonkin, but a Jiang Sum. This left Slixus isolated. He won a few converts among the lizardmen Dysphoria and Peltas and angered both lizardmen and would-be dragonkin revivalists alike. Protect himself from angry mobs took all his skills in martial arts, honed atop icy peaks and beneath raging waterfalls. Rejected, defeated, and despairing, Slixus went back to his spiritual homeland in Yakai after the First Great War, planning to return to blessed isolation and rejection of worldliness. Alone on a high mountain pass, he looked up from the trail and saw the Arbiter before him. He knelt before her splendor and heard her words of wisdom, that hiding from his problems would solve nothing. But if you were to join her as her agent, a holy assassin and spy pitted against the foulest servitors of darkness, and accept a home within her newly developed shards, he could live to see it one day. The lizardman would be amenable to the Jiang ways. Wow, okay, so what do you guys think of that? I mean, off the bat, he kind of reminds me of like Assassin's Creed or something, right? So very interesting about how he kind of takes it upon himself to try to like break away from what the lizardmen and the dragons believe and tries to kind of path a different way forward, right? I thought it was a pretty good story for him. Guys, drop me a comment down below what you think for the lore story for Slixus Stripehide, and thanks for watching.